what we're doing, and you're out here calling it a dorm? It's a residence hall! If I hear the word dorm one more fucking time, you're all fired. It's a residence hall! I go to bed each night thinking about this, and you're out here saying dorm? It's a fucking residence hall. If I hear that word one more time, you're fired. Do you understand that? You're fired. And you're fired over there. And you'll be fired because he said it. How does that feel? We are carrying the industry on our shoulders right now. And you're out here saying dorm? We provide a service. You think it's 1968? We can say things like dorm? It's a residence hall. Go ahead. Call them kids instead of students and then see what happens. Here we are.
What?
Yes, that's how we're starting tonight. We're starting. We're going to talk a little bit about Scientology, about how we're going to lift the members up today.
I'm going to keep eating my charcuterie.
That was good.
Good point by Neil. How is Tom Cruise still making Mission Impossible films? Aliens.
Those films have aged like fine wine. Okay, they just keep getting better somehow.
Yeah, it's true. This is great. Having this open with yelling was like getting an angry parent voicemail. O'Keefe, welcome. Reporting live from my dorm.
We don't call it dorm, O'Keefe.
The entire industry is on our back.
Fucking residence hall.
We are creating jobs, O'Keefe. Job creators.
Yes, you can, Aaron. Yes, you can. It's great to have everybody back. It's Wednesday. That means we're probably doing 2 this week, which might be 3 weeks in a row of 2 a days, 2 a weeks.
2 a days would be.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, this has been a lot of work. Are anybody witnessing snow right now, or is it just me?
I have a window right there. No.
No snow.
Billy, you got snow? Hell yeah. That was the weather report. Thanks for tuning in for the weather section.
Bye.
Bye, Good to see you.
We've got
because of the snow. Bear update. Bear won't go poop.
Oh
no, Bear.
It's like the first real snow of the year, and she has completely forgotten how to do her business in snow. Apparently,
yeah. I told the kid that I was babysitting today that because he ate so much snow, his poop's gonna be colder.
Wouldn't that
be nice?
I try to say one thing every time I babysit him that he'll repeat to his parents. Like I try to get one every time. All right, I've been neglecting the comments, which, by the way, we need to get an intern that's just responsible for sharing comments. I would love that.
An unpaid
if you have a student that's really deep into social media and wants to put something on their resume, they can put this on their resume. They
should not put this on the resume.
Let's get some college credits. Let's give out some credits. We can do that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Amber said she's gonna start calling their apartment my dorm. I like that. They are a fortress of fornication, not residence hall. Yikes!
Oh God,
that's for summer conferences.
Coda with the truth here. I promise I would not watch y'all twice a day.
Do you really promise, Coda? Do you really promise?
Yeah, Coda, I'm with you. We're supposed to get up to 2 feet today or tonight, so it'll be fun. And actually, every time it snows in New York, and I've probably said this before, it's like this is why you move here. It's straight out of the movies. It's beautiful. All right, what else we got? Gabby also reporting live from New York. Gabby, go outside. We'll send you a link. You can come in. And then gonna jump on that Hohe internship, Hohe media intern.
There you go.
I like that Caroline is reporting for Kelsey. That's how you know it was a good day drink for your snow day. Because normally Kelsey would be like, "Here we are at the cidery," so you know it was a good day drink. We got a lot of fun stuff for today. We've got some games. Jason put together a little Kahoot action, so that way it won't just be random scoring that Jason just lets the guests win. You'll have to earn it time.
Wait, do I need to download the app? Do the viewers and listeners need to download the app? You don't need an app. You just
Stop scaring people, Billy.
Oh my God, old man William Dunn.
Trey downloaded an app.
Here's an app. You don't need an app.
There we go.
Okay.
So we get a lot of fun stuff, but before we get into everyone participating, we had a fun little thing we wanted to talk about. Billy, I know you saw there was some action in the Discord this week.
Yeah, first off, shout out to the Discord. We need to throw the link in because the Discord is heating up.
Yeah,
the Discord. I went. I'll be honest, because I'm old and you know I'm not up on things. I went from checking the Discord maybe once every couple of days to like now the Discord is becoming one of my like go-tos.
Hold on before we continue. I just wanted. It was a successful day drink because Kelsey. What the fuck?
Secret want
with other hall directors. Miss you all. I imagine this probably sounded like secret want with other hall directors. We miss you all. Have fun. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. Woo!
X to talk, and it came out secret want. So in the chat right now, if you know what secret want translates to.
Caroline says Santa. Secret Santa.
That makes more sense, but I'm sticking with the drunk talk. An icon.
Yeah.
All right, Billy, sorry.
An icon.
Yeah.
Seriously though, Discord heating up. I forget where I saw this today though, but someone was dunking on, and this hasn't happened enough. Someone was dunking on the SA Pros Facebook group because apparently there had been a post about how we get more high school students turned on to student affairs as a career. I'm going to put the toothpick back in my mouth and let you discuss that as an idea.
Wow. So
I mean,
go ahead, Jason.
It's not an idea. It can't be. It literally can't be. I'm speechless at this.
I think the only thing worse than 22-year-olds staying at their own institution to study student affairs at a master's program, the only thing worse than that is an 18-year-old studying student theory development about 18-year-olds about themselves. Like,
it's like
go get a business degree, go get a hospitality degree, go get a management degree, and then go get an advanced degree not in student affairs, and then come and make student affairs better after that.
Oh, I love that take. Everyone else go get another degree and then come back.
Yeah. Because again, we're all full up on people that want to just do this. Like the field is stocked. You can't post a job and you don't like the toothpick? You know, like the charcuterie?
No, I love it. I love the toothpick.
You can't post a job in student affairs and not have 80 to 100 applicants like that. Like it's not hard to fill the bucket. Maybe hard to find the right quality, but quantity is not our field's issue.
Well, I think right now is a little tough too because it's like unprecedented times. But I do think that every time I gotta go.
Bye.
I do. It does based on people who in the Discord and other friends I know that are job searching right now. It does feel like whatever job is posted, 6,000 people are applying to immediately.
Yeah,
it's a little tricky.
Well, I think a big part of the problem is when colleges were looking at what are easy ways to make money with a new degree. And they saw like, oh, the infrastructure for another education degree isn't tough. People started adding higher ed, student affairs, administrative kind of programs left and right because it was easy and it created a labor force of very inexpensive labor.
Yeah.
You throw in GAs in a residence hall. You could have like whatever, right? And so it was a means to an end, but then it had a very real detriment on the people who are in the field because there's nowhere to go. Like, stop it.
Right.
My school before Emerson was a feeder into some medical schools, basically. So 80% of the incoming freshman class would always be pre-med. And it would always be their dreams to be a nurse, a dentist, a doctor, whatever. And to hear colleagues be like, I know you want to be a doctor, but have you thought about being in charge of, IFC. No, don't do it. Stop. Walk away. Just walk away. Not okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was approached. I think I probably needed to be approached. I was one of those people that they're like, "Hey, you're not going to be a doctor, so maybe." How do you feel about icebreakers? Speaking of doctors, though, I know we weren't planning on talking about this, but I do feel like we should sprinkle a little bit on how EDDs don't count, right? That's that's what you're saying.
That's not our take, Mike.
That is not our take. I do find it funny that it was the same week that I, talked about how I almost came this close to pursuing an EDD, and then the Wall Street Journal apparently decides to let someone from 1927 write an opinion piece. And doctors are only the people that can do a tracheotomy. Like, if you can't put a pin in someone's neck, you're not a doctor.
Yeah,
go to with the hot heat.
My biggest frustration with that was the take didn't go far enough. I think Joseph Epstein should have said all degrees are bad. Like, if you're going to just single out a few, just no, fuck it. Like, if you can't do surgery now, not a doctor. I think that's the only you got to cover everybody. I will say though, if the piece was just about honorary doctorates, I would have been on board. like if you got an an honorary one, I would have been on board with.
Although I will say, Dr. Missy Elliott,
fine,
really pleasant. That makes me very happy, and so I do believe, kind of like we just watched a movie with Common, and I had to keep reminding roommate Chris, you don't address him as Common, you address him as Academy Award winner.
Yeah.
And so these certain titles do matter for certain people.
Well, in the same vein, that's why you don't refer to us as the humans of higher ed. You refer to us as the Sack Hat Award winning humans of higher ed.
South by Southwest EDU presenters.
Yeah. Technically, have yet to present.
I completed the game Operation Without Buzzing once at a leadership retreat one time. Does that count?
Does not count. Does not count.
It does not count because it's at a leadership retreat. I want to share Amber's comment too. I strongly needed a business degree for my first job in student affairs. Not that my student affairs degree wasn't very helpful, but the job was running a bar and a bowling alley. Oh, all right. What school? What school is that? What school is a bowling alley?
I had a bowling alley at my first job.
There's a bowling alley at UConn.
Really? Okay.
I mean, it's like a little 2-lane.
Shout out to O'Keefe here. Tinder says I have a BA and a master's in education, and then I intend to get a PhD in MRS. Are the eye emojis also in that? Also, yeah. For anyone else in the chat that this is appealing to, just keep swiping until you get there. All right. Guys, next order of business in the Discord, we are creating a new channel that's called Hinder.
Hinder.
Let's not do that.
Trey with a great game idea. Honorary doctorates given to infamous celebrities' personalities. I like that.
Putting it in my notes, Trey. I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, we celebrated when Johns Hopkins gave a service pup an honorary degree. Only we get to make fun of the EDDs. That's our role in life. We're the little brothers. We're gonna make fun of you. No one else gets to.
I totally agree with that.
That's our job.
I love Monica's hot take. All student affairs degrees should be MBAs or MSWAs. Say my management and admin classes, my focus was in administration and not student development. In that put me so much further ahead when I needed to start supervising. Without that, I would have failed. And I feel like sometimes there's a gap. And so how do we do both? How do we do both?
Yeah, I do. That does remind me of, I think there was a thread in the expat, whatever the ex student affairs, where it was
hey, I handled the budget when I was an RD, so I'm listing my degree as an MBA. That's cool, right? And it was like, oh, wait, I don't know. Like, that might be pushing. Everyone should get an MBA. I don't know if our degree counts as an MBA.
Of course, though, to riff off of Joel's name tonight, MPTA, we can't just turn the whole world over to MBAs. Like, just because you have an MBA doesn't mean you are qualified to, I don't know, run the Department of Transportation.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
there has to be a limit to what we let MBAs do. And I say this as someone that went to business school. There has to be a limit of what people that went to business school just automatically get to do in life.
Yeah, I don't think Billy should be in charge of trains. I feel comfortable about saying that.
No.
Hold on, I want to see. Here we go. The only sport my previous institution excelled at was women's bowling, and they had to use the community train because the school didn't acknowledge them really. Oh, I love that. I also like this comment. I handled budgets per se. My friend, my cohort told me I should have gotten a master's in bullshitting because your girl hates reading, but application is my job. That's great. Sorry, what were you going to say, Billy?
I want to take that comment for a second and just ask, what percentage of the assigned reading from your master's in higher ed do you think you did? Like ballpark a percentage of the assignments in the syllabus and where you actually read? Like what?
God.
Fucking, yeah.
You're gonna hate me. You're gonna really hate me. I probably did 150%.
I muted Jason. All right.
Because he's lying. He's lying right now.
Nope. I didn't skip anything. That person. Same with undergrad. I never missed anything.
Wow. That's impressive. I will say I was really nerdy about the theories, which is the thing I probably needed the least, but I was just very interested in it. So I read all of the theory book, and that was it. I didn't touch anything else. But I don't know. What about you guys?
I picture my answer like just a steadily decreasing scale. So like the first semester, you know, I wasn't a true student activities, student affairs type person. Undergrad, I was more student government. So when I got into a student affairs program, I was like all in on trying to learn and capturing the information. And then when I realized how little of the information was being tested or you had to write about it, just immediately just kind of trickled down by the end of the fourth semester. I wouldn't even ballpark it at 20% of the reading.
Yeah.
I definitely did 100% of the reading when we got to like ecological theory. So like how the built environment influences student involvement and student life and stuff, because spoiler alert, I ended up at an architecture firm because I love that kind of stuff. But the law class, like law and higher ed class, I watched Legally Blonde instead.
I like that.
That may have been on the syllabus.
Yeah.
My law class would start with bad lawyer jokes at the beginning, and those were so impactful for me. What is a lawyer's favorite alcoholic beverage?
I don't know.
Pina colada. What does
Mike cut out, I think, at like a very thoughtful moment for that joke. Say it again.
Subpoena colada.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
What does a lawyer name his daughter?
I don't know. I hate it. Say it again. Sorry.
Sue.
Oh.
How does your mic know you're telling a punchline?
Yeah.
What is the technology there that cuts your mic out for the final syllable? Not the whole thing, just the one syllable we need.
I gotta say, after hearing it, it was doing us a favor. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and that's not at Jason. That's at your law professor.
No.
Murray. That's at
Murray. His name was Murray.
Tuesdays with Murray.
Yes.
Nailed it.
So my higher education history class, the faculty member wrote the damn textbook And so we had to pretty much have it memorized. It was a thing.
Wow. I'm going to share Bree's comment. It was so bad our entire class got assigned an article on reading comprehension. When no one could discuss.
Out.
There you go.
Incredible stuff.
I will say my second time around in grad school, I did so much more reading. So I think another key thing to think about when we talk about getting high schoolers invested in student affairs as a career is there is some value in letting the brain cook a little bit longer before you go back into a graduate program between college and grad school.
I'll also say through undergrad, grad, I read the stuff I liked. So like go study the stuff you like. I like the theory stuff, so I read the theory stuff. I like the law stuff, I read the law stuff. I don't know. You like read the shit you were interested in. Go study that stuff. Don't be an RA.
So this is 2 weeks in a row that we have, disassembled, taken a look at higher ed student affairs program. So we should probably put that topic in a box.
Yeah.
And not discuss it again until at least March or so.
I do want to talk about Kelly's comment, though. Higher ed law taught me about the many ways I could get sued. I do remember walking away from that class being like, wow, I'm just going to get sued all the time. But then also thinking, well, the institution's going to get sued, but your boy is fine.
I didn't want to be a VPSA before that class. I really didn't want to be a VPSA after that class.
Yeah. Look, man, Aaron I love this. 16 plus years in red life. I don't know what student development theory. Hey, I love it. I love it, Aaron. Yeah, Gabby also, did anyone else's researchers class feel like, wow, I can't talk. Did anyone else's research class feel like a fever dream? Yeah, that was like we were allowed to take one class online, and that was the one I took online.
What?
Would have had to have one to be able to say it was a fever dream.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. I like that. Especially since you're the one that's like climbed the highest and are still in it. Like if anyone needed that.
I go back to what I really needed, and the comment from Kelly that higher ed law taught her the many ways she could be sued. The higher up you go is when your name does start appearing on lawsuits. That's neat. That realization a couple of years ago, like, oh, that's cool, fun. High five myself.
High five. There we go. Yep, Morgan. Also, O'Keefe, our research methods class, the entire class did jigsaw puzzles online.
Helpful.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Carol.
We know our audience. We know our audience.
All right, you're right. We have covered this long enough. I'm sure we'll talk about it Friday.
No, box till March.
Yeah, box till March or until something tells us to do it. All right, so that puts a lid on that. Listen, another reminder. Listen, everyone's being very active in the chat. We appreciate that. If you are someone who's watching right now but are not active, we really encourage participation in the chat because it makes it a lot more fun. You're a lot funnier than we are. So keep hammering away at the chat. If you are not, I shared the YouTube link a little while ago on all of our platforms. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube or the Discord, which we also shared, please go like and subscribe that. We're trying to build the YouTube a little bit, and the way that happens is by people liking videos. I hate that I'm saying this right now, but we do need
smash
people
that subscribe button.
Smash.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
And now a commercial for a bed.
Casper mattresses.
Even what we're doing, and you're out here calling it.
I'm not playing the whole thing. I'm not playing.
Have you heard about Skillshare?
Yeah. We don't have a website, but if we did, it'd be on Squarespace. All right, so let's get into. We have a couple of activities, I believe. Right? Did I miss any other things that I was supposed to?
At least one.
I did. We have at least one activity. Yeah. Thank you, Morgan. And unless you're just making fun of us, we hope you liked, commented, and subscribed. All right, yeah. Let's get into. I'm going to turn it over to J Rock.
Oh, J Rock, that's new. I'll take it. So, I thought it would be fun to involve the whole crew. We're going to play some Kahoot. And so I'm going to do some screen sharing, And so for our
So I don't need an app, but I do
No.
need a website. I need a
No.
website though.
old man done.
I need a website though, right? I have to be able to get to the Kahoot website, right?
www.kahoot.it. Kahoot.it, like it says on the instructions. And here is your game pin, 5967314. So hop onto kahoot.it.
I'm just saying, Kahoot.it is a website.
It is
I
a
win.
website. Joel is in there. So while you're logging in, here's what we're playing. I've been thinking a lot about trauma. I've been thinking a lot about the trauma that Student Affairs has given us, and how it inevitably will make us twitchy and not okay. And so I'm going to throw out some lesser known phobias, and you're going to tell us what that phobia that you developed while being a Student Affairs pro is. Yes. And so you have to figure out what phobia these very real phobias are.
Shout out to Chickering, who came back from the dead for this one.
The McRib!
I've never had a McRib.
I'm so excited.
Joel, I'm going to have to ask you to suspend your Latin powers during this game. I feel like Latin is a...
Go for the W, baby.
What's W in Latin?
There's a lot of people joining. This is great.
Yeah. Big mood.
All right, I will say there's 44 people watching right now, and it looks like we've got, I don't know, like 12 or something in there. So another minute.
It says 14 on the screen, Mike.
Oh, my bad. I was trying to count real quick.
Another minute.
Give it a few seconds because the delay. There's a delay. People got to get their phones out because
I like Big
Oof.
Oof.
Need a website. Big mood.
Big Oof is a good name.
Oh, there's a Big Mood and a Big Oof. I didn't see Big Oof at first. All right.
Mechanically separated pork. Yeah, it's back. It's back, baby. All right, Coda. Come on, Coda. We've had a good couple days. Let's play nice.
Get them, Coda.
I'm glad. I'm gonna change. Can I change my nickname?
I thought that's why Mike was begging people to get involved with the chat to drown Coda's insults of them out.
Yeah, I will say the Discord, the Dunk on Mike channel has quieted down a little bit, and I've noticed as long as you just self dunk one time, everybody's like, "Oh, this is getting sad," and everybody chills out a little bit.
All right. Well, we hit 20.
Wow.
So I think we should get started. All right. Student Affairs has left me with.
Oh, mine says it's. Oh, here we go.
Apethobiphobia is the fear of parents, mothers, teenagers, or siblings. Billy, pick the color and shape of the right answer.
No, I've done this before. I've done this. All right.
Apethobiphobia is the fear of parents, mothers, teenagers, or siblings.
I will say this is wild. It doesn't tell you the question on the screen you're playing on. I like that. Shout out to Kahoot. We're sponsored by Kahoot.
We're not.
The correct answer, teenagers.
Oh, seriously?
Seriously.
So, nobody guessed
started it. Nobody guessed mothers. That was good. And sorry to the one person I tricked with siblings. Ziggy.
Only 4 people got that right, huh?
Ziggy, Trey, you're on the board. Matt, buddy.
Yeah, Trey.
Yeah. All right. So on to our next question. Koinonophobia is the fear of hallways, rooms, stairwells, or buildings. Koinonophobia is the fear of hallways, rooms, stairwells, or buildings.
Yeah, this is real. This is real, Ronnie. Working in housing back in the day gave me a fear of hearing my phone ring. For real.
Shockingly, there's not an official phobia yet for a duty phone. I did look that up. And our correct answer, rooms.
Damn.
Boom. Boom.
We're doing a little better. Well,
Billy's Googling it.
Yeah,
I'm not. I can barely keep the phone from locking.
Ziggy Thicta still in the lead.
God.
Neilio, Matt.
Here, I'll hold the phone up.
All right, let's keep going. Emetophobia is the fear of vomiting, coughing, snoring, or sneezing. Emetophobia. Vomiting, coughing, snoring, or sneezing.
We're seeing a lot of lag in the chat. Sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah.
If any, that's why my answers are wrong too.
We're gonna have to figure out how long the lag is in the future.
Yeah.
Do some.
Let's go.
That makes
Wait.
more sense.
I thought that was too obvious.
Mike,
Big Dust is falling down in the standings, I bet.
Billy,
all right.
you and I were like 40% of the wrong answers.
Matt's
Neil,
got the answer streak
Matt's on
going
fire.
there. All right.
All right, Neil.
Trey's catching up.
Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
All right.
Yeah, Coda.
Here we go. Our next one. Mesophobia
Mesothelioma.
is the fear of bathrooms, closets, dirt and germs, or
Mike
mold.
may have given us a hint there. I thought it was the fear of soup.
I'm just clicking things I've dealt with on duty. That's what I've been doing.
Bathrooms, closets, dirt and germs, or mold.
I gotta say, shout out. We still got like 50 people watching, and we love to see it, especially because we're going a little bit later than normal. So thanks for being here.
Dirt and germs. I threw in mold thinking it would trick a lot of people, and I feel about that.
I picked them up.
Honestly, it was Mike saying mesothelioma because I feel like that's. I don't know. I don't actually know what mesothelioma is, but I figured it had something to do with mold. Andrew, you're with me on the soup.
I thought for sure it was mold.
Still on the podium. Still on the podium.
I'm getting frustrated. How many? I might not get one.
Trey in the lead.
Let's go, Trey. Let's go, Trey.
Look at Aaron sneaking up. Billy, you should be worried. Trey and I are now officially Facebook friends.
Ziggy.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I saw that. I had to spell your last names for.
Same, Serena. Same.
Yeah, I figured the mold would be a tough one. Sorry about that.
Oh, Daniel, this is the nicest thing anyone said to me.
Aww.
Oh,
Thanks
man.
for being here.
Most and that the bar's low because usually it's negative, but this is very positive. Thank you.
And throw up Kelly's comment because I think you're right.
Yeah.
I see that on like
Mesothelioma.
commercials on TV all the time.
Barnes and Solino.
But there you go. All right, we're halfway there. Cleidophobia is the fear of ID cards, name badges, lanyards, or keys.
All right, so I'm gonna say this. I picked one, and I picked what I think most people are not gonna pick, and if it's that answer, I'm gonna be upset with myself. Is what I'm saying.
Lanyards. You picked lanyards. Right?
I picked lanyards. It's probably keys, but I want it to be lanyards. Lanyards is a more fun answer. Also, I'll take ID cards.
That's
correct answer is keys.
Bullshit.
Going back to Gabby, should be phobia of keys. Well, guess what, Gabby? There is one, and it's cleidophobia.
Should have been kaleidoscopes.
Cleidophobia is my favorite model. I just wanted to throw that.
Hey, guys, Joel is coming up. So is Aaron. By the math, Coda, did you just count? Wow. Is that what you did? You counted?
Well, what's good, Coda, is each question is set for 30 seconds. So
yeah, but that means only the people on the show can get in the top tier of points because they're whatever.
Can we show who's in last?
I don't think so.
How many people were playing? 21?
I don't know.
Whoa.
All right. Melitogriophobia is the fear of cotton candy, snow cones, popcorn, or pizza. Melitogriophobia. Cotton candy, snow cones, popcorn, or pizza.
Morgan says she feels like Charlie Brown.
Melitogria. Melitogria.
Melitogriophobia.
I'm trying to say it like like they would say in Rome. Melitogria.
It's a spicy meatball.
Spicy phobia.
In honor of all of last week's cotton candy content, I could
What?
help
Yep.
myself.
Your boy is on the board. Your boy is on the board.
See, Billy, this isn't good because like they didn't have cotton candy in Rome, so
How do you know?
they
I saw the TV show.
didn't find it in Pompeii.
There's a whole.
I just
sleeve
told
of
Trey
the-
she should come in here and play so she gets the head start that really turn the tables here.
Aaron says cotton candy, the Res Life Student Pro Nightmare Machine.
Yep. Worst thing ever. The wildest thing about having to make cotton candy is when you get home and you're like, how did it end up under my
In my butt.
like there's just cotton candy everywhere.
Joel,
It's
before we move on, Jason, before we move on, Joel, is there anything in Latin that
No.
you can tell us why malitoria? What is mallet? What is gria? There's got to be something there.
No,
Malitoria.
no, nothing.
Malitoria.
This is like the worst seals. Latin.
Well, it's gonna get worse, Joel. So
Malitoria. That was a little more Irish than Italian.
This is Jason just making crap
Oh
up.
man.
Dude, Aaron's got a little flame emoji. Yes.
Coda, we're all concerned about Mike finding cotton candy in his butt. And this isn't even like Mike's gayest week. Like
No.
Sugar assness.
the Spotify week was your gayest week. Let's
That's
be real. All right, let's keep rolling.
Good week for the gays.
Bathmophobia is the fear of, I did this one for Joel, public restrooms,
Oh, I want to change my
stairways, common showers, or stairs.
No, I'm not.
Public restrooms, doorways, common showers, or stairs.
I got this wrong, but I
This
couldn't
one
do
seems
that.
too obvious to me, so I picked
know.
something not obvious.
I know. I wish it was pronounced batmophobia.
Homophobia.
I picked stairs.
I don't care. I'm not in last place. Let's go.
See if I get back on the board with that.
I hope not.
I'm big oof.
My goal is for none of us to be on there.
You're so petty.
I am.
Ziggy's back
Ziggy.
again. I do want to be clear. Trey is not in the room watching the undiluted,
Yeah, but Bear is helping Trey. We all know Bear is
Bear.
helping Trey.
Bear
Ziggy,
is a trivia machine.
Ziggy suck dust. Sorry.
Bum, 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 bum,
Petty
bum.
is such a good look on you, Mike.
Wait, hold on. Don says this show is not as fun as just drinking hot tea.
No, it's not as fun when you're just drinking hot tea.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
that's sorry, Don.
I think we need to have a whole moment sometime around putting the word thick in student development stuff. Because
Yeah.
thickering just came to my head, and that's Yeah.
We lost Joel.
Who's your favorite student development theory? Thickering?
Yeah.
Thickering?
Quick, someone turn that into a Twitter account right now. Joel, I can't wait to run my fingers through your hair and call you by our pet names, Pickering and J-Rock.
Oh, Ronnie's right. Challenge and support thickness theory.
Yep.
I now need. We do need.
I would.
We do.
I would
need
put
merch.
that. I would buy that on a tank.
We do.
I
need
would
merch.
wear a hat that's a thickering on it for sure.
All right.
All right, let's keep going. Thickering.
Billy, I hate you.
Megalophobia is the fear of loud noises, presidents, sound amplification, or large things.
I wish it was more specific and said college presidents. Fundatory. I like that. Fundatory.
Voluntold for me is just other duties as assigned.
Yeah.
Like all of my job.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Large things, megalophobia.
I am coming back.
I can't believe it.
Big Oof. Big Oof is fierce competitor for me here. Big Oof is keeping me off the podium right now. Trey.
Ooh.
Trey closing the gap on Neilio there.
Can't
Getting
believe it.
close.
Can't believe I didn't get this right.
What is Mike doing?
You're going to have nightmares about that, Mike.
How many questions are left? We got 8 out of 10.
Not enough.
Close the gap.
Not enough.
I can close that gap.
Trey, Trey, let's go, Trey.
Trey.
Here we go. Here we go.
Also go, Neil. Neil.
Panophobia,
I know, right?
brought up in the comments earlier. Panophobia is the fear of goat people, theaters, everything or nothing.
Just gonna say this is lots happening in the chat after that.
Dunk on Mike Channel's back, baby.
I stand by it. I stand by it. The problem was too much time passed for me to make the joke, so it just looked like I was jamming the camera in my mouth. Oh,
So sad. No one picked goat people. Favorite thing to type all day.
I knew it was everything or
Goat
nothing.
people.
The fear of goat people. Just makes me it is the fear of everything, which if you have been in student affairs for too long, like me, you're literally afraid of everything. It's true. All right. We have one more. Let's see where we are.
Oh,
Did I say I could do it? Did I say I could do it?
It's not over yet. Don't celebrate
over yet.
early.
Trey, I need you to go in there and smack the phone from Billy's hand.
Wait, Joel's in second? What the fuck is going on?
Remember like 15 minutes ago when Thickering over here figure out how to even log into Kahoot? Very upset that he didn't know if it was a web page or an app.
I gotta tell you,
Figured it out.
Tom fucking Cruise is about to have a meltdown.
All right, let's land this plane, Jason. Come on.
Here we go. Our last
I could get.
Oh god, this is...
Metathesiophobia is the fear of speed, change, aging, or children.
My app is frozen.
good.
Take the comment off. Take the comment off.
Metathesiophobia, speed, change, aging, or children. Things that we have all of tonight.
Son of a bee sting.
Uh,
Wow, did everyone else's StreamYard just freeze up for a second, or just mine?
Just you.
Just you.
Oh
How
man,
is
there
it
you
not
go. The
How
correct
is it
answer.
not children? Wow. 19th place. 19th place.
Let's see. Big Oof. Big Oof playing a strong game.
Shout out to Big Oof. Shout out to Big Oof.
Trey!
Shout out to Trey. Neilio.
rigged.
Okay, let's get this trending. Let's get this trending. Hashtag thickies for thickering. Aaron, good run,
Good show, Aaron. Good show.
Coda, you might as well hang out with me here in the basement. All right. Big Oof came back strong.
All right, so I can't really celebrate that win because we did have such a large head start on, second place and third place.
Oh,
So
true.
Trey takes the win this week. Trey takes the win.
Gross, Billy. Gross.
If we want some fun stats, the hardest question was mysophobia, which is the fear of dirt and germs. Got that wrong than any other question. Yes, Andrew, that is what he normally does.
Gabby, it truly was the survival of the thickest.
All right, so Trey technically takes first in the non-delayed or in the delayed region, and Neil takes second in the delayed standings.
I will not.
I take first among these four, though.
I'm just saying, I will not stand for you handing off W's to your partner like you're trying to, martyrdom shit that's happening here. Okay, if Trey's gonna get a W, earn the W, Trey. Okay.
Hey, that's Joel and Jason's new Facebook friend Trey to you, sir.
Yeah.
That
Well,
EDV.
come find me in 2015 when I smashed that friend acceptance.
Yes. Bring up the receipt.
Let's be clear that you did not beat me because I made it and I you in it because I knew what button to push.
All right.
I like that we're just making up new Latin in a dead language for the fear of cotton candy. Like, that's bullshit.
I love it. Guys, there's so much snow outside right now. Gabby, you outside yet? I'm gonna send you a link. We need to
Gabby's
get you in.
Been outside for 40 minutes now waiting to go live.
Oh, Gabby, I hope that's not true.
Hey, since we don't have a guest this week and I don't get to point out anything in somebody's background, how about a big shout for little Mr. Humidifier back here?
Yeah.
Down. You see little guy keeping me from getting nosebleeds all winter. How about that?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, shout out
to brought to you by humidity.
Brought to you by asthma. It's something I had growing up. A dehumidifier. Wait, hold on. Yeah, look at it. We wanted to talk about this, and I forgot to.
Yeah.
Let's pray to the higher ed gods that work tomorrow.
Let's talk. So obviously, I'm in Boston. We're going to get between 12 and 18 inches, unless that one crazy Newsmax prediction of less than 3 inches happens. But also, according to Newsmax, Trump won. But I don't know what anyone else's institution is doing. But since we're remote right now, we certainly got an email from our HR that was like, if you want to play in the snow tomorrow, take a vacation day.
Really?
I'm throwing a poll on the Twitter right now about that. I'm throwing a poll.
They said take a vacation day?
Yeah, if you want to have a snow day, take a vacation day because you are working from home already.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew this. I was talking to some kids about how bummed they were that their first official snow day is not going to be a snow day. It's just a virtual day.
Yeah.
I was polling the youths.
I threw up Lanika's comment because what? You're giving tours? You're giving tours. How?
Wait, are you in the West? Where are you, Lanika?
It depends.
Because if you're in like San Diego, it's not as cool.
I'm going to assume East Coast. East Coast is where I'm.
And otherwise it wouldn't have been brought up.
I would never listen to Newsmax, but it's just an easy thing to dunk on. And
8 inches is exciting, but 18 is just.
Read the comments before you put them up.
I did, Joe.
Oh my God, your lag is so bad.
My lag is so bad?
No.
You just appeared like in the camera all of a sudden. It was terrifying.
Yeah, baby.
Is there a phobia for that?
Nope.
Mike on camophobia.
Lanika said she's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you are not giving tours in this tomorrow there, my friend. That's no. Also, I just want to say I'm super bummed. NACA Live was supposed to be in Pittsburgh.
Oh.
and Pittsburgh's one of my favorite cities. So
I'm just gonna say, shout out to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a great place.
Shout out
Pittsburgh
to
really,
What are we doing?
really is a great place.
Mike. Shut up.
What are we doing?
We're shouting out Pittsburgh.
Mike's got Pittsburgh phobia.
No, I just shout out to Canton while we're at it. Canton, Ohio, Canton, Massachusetts. I like Canton's good.
It's like Boston in the mountains is how I describe Pittsburgh.
Boston in the mountains.
What? Okay, that's accurate. It's kind of accurate.
That's how I describe
I hate it,
Pittsburgh,
but it's
because
accurate.
Pittsburgh is Boston in the mountains.
I like
And now a word from our sponsor, the city of Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Heel rising from the earth.
Even what we're doing, and you're out here calling it a dorm?
That opening, I have to say, was top notch, Mike.
Hey,
Just for everyone, no one knew that was happening, and that was lovely.
I just want to say I was working on some voiceover stuff today and was spending, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I was spending a lot of time at hunkered down in my closet for noise cancellation reasons. And I was losing my mind. I was doing the same thing over and over again. And I was like, you know what? We're going to do some Tom Cruise stuff instead. So that's how that happened today. We're very excited for it. All right, hold on. Did I miss some? Here we go, Andrew. This will be good. Y'all Americans are weak. Do the tours in the snow. What? Are you afraid of freezing to death? Suck it up. Well, Andrew, some of us don't have free healthcare. All right, so chill out up there. Canton, New York is also fairly snowy. You know what? I'm sharing this for the other three, but you're not getting that love from me.
Do you have something against Pittsburgh, or do you have something against us appreciating Pittsburgh?
I think, yeah, it just felt, it didn't feel earned. It felt like a lot of just if no matter what city was said, we would have been like, oh, you know what? Shout out to
No. Have you ever been on the rickety old incline? Because until you death in Pittsburgh on that rickety old incline, you talk, Michael Zakarian.
I think. Wait, hold on. This is good. We've reached peak Mike today. I think I know this is the forum to talk sports, but as a Patriots fan, I think I just deep down I can't like the Steelers, and I think that's the problem.
That's fine. That's
Janie says they actually live near the Boston Mountains in Arkansas. There we go.
nice.
I bet those mountains are wicked tall.
We have a New Boston, Michigan, kind of down the road. New Boston.
Nice.
Wow.
They took all this stuff that's bad about the old Boston,
Yeah.
spruced it up, got a new Boston.
Yeah. So it's just less racist Wahlbergs there.
Yes.
Guys, listen, I didn't say anything new. That's right.
We had such high hopes for Content Corner tonight, and we have just gone off the rail completely. I'm hard friggin' thickering right here.
What's pretty thick?
All right, Gabby, talk to us when you're outside. Guys, Pittsburgh's fine. Three Rivers. We love to see it. Okay, Heinz ketchup. All right, let's go to Content Corner before I get us in trouble.
So I have two. First one is, so I've complained about the amount of commercials on Hulu recently. For an 11-minute show, there were 4 commercial breaks at one point. That pissed me off. They're never really that good.
What show?
What 11-minute show? Are you watching?
Eric Andre.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
Eric Andre. But the Match.com 2020 commercial that's been playing on Hulu lately with the devil dating, with Satan dating 2020, I laughed out loud so hard. I love that commercial to death. Play that on loop for hours for me. I am here for it.
That is really funny. I do enjoy that one a lot.
Content Corner number 2. I'm going to share my screen.
Oh, wow.
We should, yeah, okay.
Also, I just want to say Juju will be pissed. You know what? The fact that we're talking about specific Pittsburgh Steelers on the Humans of Higher Ed pod, I'm here for this. So we're having a spin-off sports show. So Check your DMs.
Mike, share my screen.
When I'm ready.
Okay. This article on Slate, a deep dive into the history of when did Smokey Bear get so hot? This article has everything.
It's got everything.
Hot bears, preventing wildfires, and donating to natural resource charities.
Wow.
Smokey Bear is a daddy, and scientifically speaking, Smokey Bear, please snap me in half.
Wow.
Thank you. That has been my presentation.
Scroll up just a little bit more.
Yeah.
There, Cole,
Yeah, get us some of these daddy Smokies here. Don't
this
just
one right there,
use it.
because he's got this massive bulge in his pants.
Yeah, there we go. Neil said it.
Well, he's a
What?
bear.
Here it is, right there. More like Thicky Bear, am I right? Coda beat me to it. I'm not taking credit for it. Coda beat me to it.
There's a line. There's a line in the article here that specifically says Smokey traded in his dad bod for deadlifts, and I thought that was a nice touch.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Look at this fox is gonna get it tonight. Look at that eye line.
I just want to say, for all the times you've been concerned about what I've been saying on here, Joel just said that Fox is going to get it tonight.
Meanwhile, I'm very concerned for that poor cub in the back who's like, I might be getting it tonight, and I'm not.
Yeah, because I thought, 8 inches is fun, but 18. Call back, who would call back. Oh, goodness. Can't wait for the comments in a second when they catch up to that. All right, so the Billy, what you getting in content corner?
Yeah, let me share my screen since that's what we're doing now for content corner. Hey man, hey. Joel got to throw Thick Bear up on the.
Oh, here we go. This is a great comment. If this show ever evolves into furries of higher education, I'll show myself up. Well, you can see it. What's the name of the convention center in Boston? Heinz Convention Center. Yeah, you can see us at Heinz, right? Isn't that where the furries conventions used to be? Also, hold on. Before Billy, you go. Great question by Andrew. Do we know how Joel found this?
Andrew, you do not want the answer to that question.
Nope.
All right, here we go, Billy.
Yeah, so my content corner this week, I follow David J. Dennis on Twitter, where you follow most people, and posted this great piece he wrote about comic books. And if you can see, over this corner, I'm a huge comics guy. You could probably tell from my beard. But I thought this was a great perspective. So I'm gonna share it through my tweets, and then I'll share it on the the Hohe tweets if that's okay with the team. I want to get approval first. Wow. But it really does talk about some of the roots of like the vigilante style superheroes. So you think your Batmans, your Punishers, things like that, and how unnecessary they are in a world where the police actually have cops and the industrial prison pipeline is, a money-making scheme. So, I mean, he goes deep into this, and it's a really interesting look at just some things that, you may not approach about superheroes when you're reading your little comic books or watching your DC movies. So,
sounds like we're going to get a new wave then.
I honestly, sitting there, I was like, damn, I would read, because he proposes like what Bruce Wayne, so again, Bruce Wayne's a billionaire. There's a lot better stuff Bruce Wayne could be doing than punching people in the street. I would read what Bruce Wayne I would read the stories about what Bruce Wayne actually needs to do to enhance the life of folks in Gotham City rather than just string up Arkham Asylum patients.
I think a good follow-up is Becky said she's late, but have we covered Brewers yet? Trey, I just want to say I fell out of frame because I was laughing at Billy. It was intentional. It's very funny. Andrew, Andrew says the internet is a dark and scary place, and most of that is thanks to Mike. This is great, guys. This is great. And we'll cover this on Friday during our happy hour. Philosophical debate: is Gritty a furry?
No.
Bruce Wayne can get back to college and become an RA. Have fun on duty. All right, for my content corner, what do I? I haven't seen anything new. Still watching Flight Attendant. I'm happy to have a spin-off channel in the Discord to talk about Murder at Middle Beach because I'm ready to talk about it.
How excited are you, Mike? How excited that Roku is getting HBO Max? How excited are you that I'm going to know what you're talking about soon?
Yeah, I am
excited about.
I am excited about that. Shout out to all you Roku users out there, all you moms and dads. I'm glad you guys are getting HBO Max. I am excited for that because I want to talk about it more. I'm just going to use Content Corner to promote two different things, okay? Because I've been working on content this week. So the spoof public radio podcast I work on, Coast. It's called Low Tide. We have a very fun holiday episode that's coming out where really a lot of very funny and talented people use their voice to make some funny stuff. And that's coming out next week. So if you don't subscribe to Low Tide already, go do that. If you're a basketball fan, I started a basketball podcast with two very, very funny people that is about basketball without getting into the weeds. It's just like us having fun with it. So if you like basketball, it's worth a listen. That one's called the 89 Cavs. And I'm not going to explain why it's called the 89 Cavs. It's in the first episode, but it's not going to be worth it. And I can already see we're down to 7 viewers. No.
My calves have been pretty thick lately. I don't know what that's about.
Bring it all back. We're bringing it all back.
All right, I can land this if we need to.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna say Bree said Flight Attendant. Bree, listen, I've been talking about Flight Attendant the last couple of weeks. I'm here to talk about it some more. So maybe Friday we spend 2 minutes playing a game, 58 minutes talking about Flight Attendant because the finale is coming out this week.
I'm on episode 4, and holy shit!
Yeah.
That was going to be my thing, Mike. I was going to say, Mike, again, you were right.
And so, Jason, right? We can just say, I'm not sure if it's a good show, but I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to watch all of it. I can't stop.
And there's this like film noir kind of like modern detective garbage that it's doing that's really good. It's
done out of 10.
But it's really fun.
And it's just the opening alone, like the score to the opening paints the picture of what this show is. It's like
the opening is like a complete rip on Mad Men.
Yes. Mad Men with like a little bit of cocaine. Like it's just a little bit.
Mad Men with a little bit of if you humor me here, Mike. Just
here we go. Are you going to show John Hamm? I can't see it yet.
Oh. John Hamm.
All right. Joel and I have been tweeting out our content corner, so I'm going to speak for Joel and myself. What is this? What are we talking about?
Flight Attendant.
Flight Attendant. Okay.
Flight Attendant with Kaylee.
I'm on board now.
Yeah. Hey, Coda, how dare you? Because next week we'll talk about Mad Men for 2 hours. Becky, we were talking about Flight Attendant. I love Mad Men. All right, listen. I think we're done. We should land the plane, right? We land a full hour. Yes. I just got a notification. My work's canceled tomorrow, because there's too much snow. So I'm gonna be. We're gonna sign off here, but I'm gonna stay on for 12 more hours.
Before we go, can you throw Amber Lynn's comment on the screen? Just
for all you moms and dads out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's back, so you can
throw an F in the chat for respect. That's a shame.
Also, shout out to Jason who did a fun little thing this weekend. If any of you all turned in, the Lifetime did a very dumb thing, but I loved it. 15-minute
bizarre.
Movie. Yeah.
Secret recipe.
The recipe of seduction.
Thank God it was only 15 minutes. Also, after eating 2 buckets of KFC in approximately 20 minutes, we were so like all the house. We're just like all day Sunday.
I just want to say, wow, I just got a big echo. before we completely wrap up, I very impressed with the chat here. Just like the yes anding that's happening. Ready? Mike, work canceled. Aren't you unemployed? Coda. He texted himself. Like the quickness in which that happened. I'm also going to share Becky's 7 vectors 7. And if you have enough of the Kentucky Fried Chicken ring.
Mike, did you see what I threw in the chat? Did you see what I threw in the chat?
Oh,
don't encourage him. No.
Somehow there's still 40 people watching.
Secret recipe.
All right, the last thing I will say as we close out, I know we've plugged this a couple of times. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that because we are trying to drive more traffic that way. So at some point we get $1 back. So please just, and like when you watch, just like slide over to the YouTube. It's better. And the last thing I'll say, we've talked about the Discord quite a bit. There's a lot of fun stuff happening in there. I'm going to share that link too. Just come on over to the Discord. It really is a lot of fun, and it's been really cool to see it get up to. I mean, we're almost at like 250 people in there, and that's really cool to see the community.
And I don't think there's any way for us to make money off of it. So this is not us asking for something that we can eventually monetize. We just really enjoy the Discord.
Yeah, and
it took us a little while to figure out what it is.
Yeah, and shout out to Neil right here. This is what we're talking about. Chatting here. Oh, wait, is it sharing? Chatting here, watching on the YouTube. I'm that guy. Yeah. We love it, Neil. And I do think we're gonna, if you're Among Us fans, I think that's gonna happen again soon. I've seen that there's been some excitement about that. And if you're intimidated by Among Us, like I might be, you can watch as they play it. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, shout out to Corinne, Benny, and Greg for being so good with the Discord and making that thing pop. All right. All that being said, thank you for tuning in. We had a lot of people here today for over an hour, so we really appreciate that. And
you're the best.
You know, everybody stay safe with the weather, and most importantly, like there's a lot going on. But if we had to like say one thing mattered,
even
more than
what
the rest,
we're doing, and you're out here calling it a dorm, it's a residence hall. If I
Mike.
Oh, Mike.
We out.
Mike.
We'll see you on Friday. Bye.
How do you Latin, kids?